participated with this exact 75. It looked pretty cool, pretty much where I want to be in the format, except I'm still not um, completely sold on all of the flex slots. But like, I really like what he did with his sideboard. I love the inclusion of Settle the Wreckage in the main. Not super enthused about this Field of Runes, but we want to try it. So like, basically all this deck wants to do is get to a powerful Teferi turn with like one of these held up versus like the red and green decks, and then just like basically take all the turns and ultimate Teferis from there. Um, and then that's why we have so many of these blue cards in the sideboard to like really help the those type of matches. Um, I've streamed this deck 2 times previously, so like you can go back through the VODs or like the YouTube videos and find those if you want. Not this exact 75, but basically like the same deck. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. The meta is adjusting to it a little bit, so we probably won't have as much success as we did the first couple of times, but definitely interested in giving it this try. It's actually super late. It's like 12:25 a.m. here, so my play might not be very crisp, which is unfortunate, but basically have work to do the entirety of Monday, so this is roughly the only time we're going to get a chance. And we're certainly going to keep this hand. We have an early search for Azcanta and a charter course to find more lands. We already have double Necks of Fate. I saw a build of this deck that had more ramp spells in it and like more blue-white control elements that I want to try at some point, but for now, we'll just give this one a try. Hey, Anarif. How are you doing, amigo? Go ahead and start getting our value. One of the reasons you play Chart, of course, over in Anticipate is it helps your searches. It's better with your brawls and post-sport games. That's unfortunate. I was hoping our opponent was just like mono green, but now that we've saw the Effer Hub, we're probably just going to get Walking Ballisted out at some point, and we're not going to be happy about it. We don't want to yield to this trigger with this deck because there might be a time later in the game where we're wanting to like Nexus of Fate during our upkeep or something. We'll go ahead and shuffle one of our Nexus of Fates away. We probably don't need it for a while. Does delay our search for Azcanta a little bit, but every card in our hand's amazing. Probably need to stop explaining things like that. Like, I feel like that's just basic and nobody cares. Nobody cares about me. Hey, it's a quick Vine Mare. They could be on just a blue build, which means we're probably fine game one if they are, but it could be a little interesting in post-board games. We might have commits game one or even spell pierces. It is pretty powerful what they did to begin the game, though. Ooh, Gearhulk, wow. Well, they certainly put us to the test. The Chippendales Dancer one. I'm pretty happy for Logan. Seems to be good people. Always been extraordinarily nice in every interaction I've ever had with him. I'm not going to put that in our graveyard either. because I want to have mana for both a Settle and a Root Snare. Yeah, I saw that, but it's just whatever it is. Hey, Blade Ogre, 14 months in a row. Wow. Highly appreciated, homie. I'm probably just going to take that. I think we can take a 4-banger. Well, he said he did. He posted what happened on Twitter. I don't know how accurate what he posted is. But yeah, I mean, according to him, he did. And we'll put the search on the bottom even though we really want it. Because of commit, I'm just going to pass here again. There's a good chance that I just cast Nexus of Fate next turn, assuming that he doesn't force us to play the Settle or anything. Six? Probably take 6. If they play Walking Bliss, I guess we're just dead. Don't think we can win now. Yes, we should have cast Root Snare and or Settle over the past couple of turns. Well, these are not the droids we were looking for. None of these really help, do they? We played Nissa for a bunch. Is that kind of like Charter Course? So like play it for 4, then tick it up. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Nissa. Hey, who cares? What's up, man? They're on the blue splash. I guess they could have red too, but So we'll put that on top of our library. Oh, I messed up. I needed to put both of these on top of our library. Yeah, I needed to put both of these in the different order. So that's a pretty big punt. That's a pretty big punt. Because we could have ticked up and got our thing. But because we didn't, it's kind of disappointing. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. Oh, I think you actually can, can't you? I think you can. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he keeps like attacking this with those. We'll test that here. So we know we want to put this on top and the other one on the bottom, so let's put that on top and try Control Z to see if it works. Apparently it does not work. I'm not sure, but like I feel like we now have a chance again. I'm just going to keep repeating these turns as long as we can. They probably just have another one in their hand. Right, so we don't want either of these this time. Yeah, I'm actually just going to zero this for randomness. Hey, what was the misplay on that one? Okay. Wait. Oh, so land or a creature card. For some reason, I thought we could hit planeswalkers with it. I thought we could hit the Search for Azcanta with it. So we just then made a misplay, but the misplay that I thought I'd made earlier was not a misplay, I guess. That's fair. We did have 2 extra land no matter what, so that seems fair. I guess we're just going to settle now. Settling's kind of scary, though, because it gives them 2 lands and they can just Walking Ballista for all the lethals now. But, like, Walking Ballista is probably the only way we lose this game, unless they have a well-timed commit in their main deck. I feel like they have another Ballista, though. Yeah, so like they're playing a Ballista for 2 now. Oh, no, they're not. It was weird the way they tapped their mana then. Alright, so I have red Nissa, and we now know what our Nissa does. That should help us in the match. So I think is I don't actually want this Karn. But I thought it did something else when we put it up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we actually have enough mana to do this. kind of want both of these cards, so if we take the one, we don't have enough mana for the other. I think I'm actually just going to take the Nexus of Fate and not risk it. Because if he has a counter spell, we could lose if we do it the other way. Looks like we're doing it the other way anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'd have 3 left. Well, we can't do both, can we? We're really close to being able to just end the game with Danissa. Because if I scribe before I use Azcanta and I want to keep the card, the Azcanta shuffles it away. Like, I might want to keep the card. Alright, well, we're just going to keep both of these and win the game, right? Guess we'll keep one of these as an insurance policy. Need one more. Oh, cool. They just don't have anything then. Well, that makes things real simple if they don't have anything. Could have tapped my mana slightly better, but the game's over, so it doesn't matter. I guess the game might not be over. That could have been premature, me just assuming the game's over. I'm going to tap my mana better this time, just in case I'm wrong. So I could be wrong here, right? Maybe they have a removal spell or something that I'm not thinking about. Not played a land this turn, have we? Well, that's... I like this as a kill condition. Alright. That worked out well. So, the blue build of the deck would probably be like the Andrew Breckstrom build. I noticed he posted his build on Twitter earlier, so let's go take a quick look at it and see. Um, see what all we need. It said Beckstrom, but it could actually just be Backstrom. So they have Spell Pierce, Fornegate. They have Sorcerer's Spyglasses. Okay. So we're going to want this. We're going to want this. We're going to want this. We probably want this. Think we'll try a couple of like this type of effect too, but I don't know how good these type of effects are. Have 3 Walking Ballistas in that build. I typically like to cut this card. I typically like to cut this card. Kind of want to cut the Nissa itself. Even though the Nissa itself was like rather amazing that game. I think on average it's not very good in this match. Huh. Literally have no idea what else to cut. Maybe a couple of Gifts of Paradise? Maybe I just don't want Delira. Yeah, maybe I just don't want Lyra. That sounds good enough. Good start for them. Pretty good start for us. Timed out today versus Esper. I was just told you my win con's Teferi. Because it probably would have been if I wasn't streaming. Cleansing Nova would be a good draw. I gotta just like casually dump my white mana because it ain't nothing, friends. Who needs white mana? Honestly, I really wanted a white mana. We just have other fish to fry. Uh-oh. Manglehorn can kill that. To the graveyard you go, friendo. Seldrick is just kind of cool. Have a blocker now. This is kind of a waste because they could play a lot better threats than this. I'm probably fogging regardless. I'll rephrase. I'm probably attempting to fog regardless. Though the Manglehorn does like let us play around in the gate a little bit, I guess. In case they counterspell it. They didn't even pretend to respond to that spell, though. Bleed. Glennies are good, man. Alright, well, I definitely want to prevent damage, so I guess we'll just see if we can settle them. If we can't, we're going to block. I don't think they had the counterspell last turn, so I'm assuming if they have it, they drew it this turn. Just based on the game actions. It's 6 mana. Five, 6, so 3/3. 3/3 Thorindo. Yes, to the graveyard you go, because I really want to land. Let's stop on my opponent's turn here. So we can assume they don't have a counter spell, and I want 2 turns in a row, but I want 2 turns in a row with all my mana. So let them resolve whatever they want, and let's just go ahead and play Teferi now. It's one of my favorite plays, casting Teferi during their turn. Because we can guaranteed flip our Search for Azcanta next turn, assuming he doesn't kill it, which gives us a turn to use its mana and potentially cast whatever we get with it. It saves the fairies one by one. I don't want to take any damage. Oh, did I say Teferi? I meant Nexus. But yes, you can flash in walkers with the card Wrath, which is a deck we used to play. Do I want to put that in the graveyard? Nope. Sure. I am the Teferi. You do not have mana up for me. That was a good draw, too. Probably in theory win here. I can't see what that card is. Is that another search? That's another search. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll take it, but I can't imagine needing it anytime soon. Untap 2 lands at random. Hey Geo, what is up? I've not saw you in here in many a moons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 technically. So we can Nexus and then Chart and then Teferi. I'm fine with that. And by Chart and then Teferi, I mean probably Search. Oh, we can just do it all. Can do it all. That's supposed to be a bad match for us. They did not draw blue cards either game. Because I'm poor white trash. I do have a foil charter course though. It's currently on eBay. You should go buy it. So that you can be like Eric. This hand's good enough for me to keep. I keep pretty loose hands when I have this many Scrylands and things. I think the Glimmer's just great. They're probably playing red-black. If they're playing red-black, this hand actually has quite a bit of time. I did open a treasure chest today and get this. Wait, what did I get? Hold on. I got this sweet Hours of Devastation set that's worth about 5 tickets. Man, if I was making 100K, if I was making like $1 million a year, I'd full out all the decks. Just full them all out, man. You don't even know. I get so fully. Alright, so if they led with that 2 plays, that means they're probably playing the deck that's favored versus us, which makes me a little sad. Don't think we're going to have time to cycle all of these, so we'll bin one. Yeah, there was a time that would have been a sweet hit. It's still pretty cool. It's just not very valuable. It's taking 3 damage this turn. If we hit a Gift of Paradise, we might be good enough. That's not a Gift of Paradise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they have a burn spell, say it does 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If 2 burn spells, we're dead. I don't think we can beat 2 burn spells, so I'm not going to try to beat 2 burn spells. Feel like we have to play in a manner that gives us our best opportunity to like play fogs on multiple turns. I think I'm gonna put that one in our graveyard because I might. Well, turns out that I'm stupid. Didn't know we were going to draw an untap land though, and I wanted to make sure that I could fog this turn and play our tap land and then have a 5th mana the turn after that just in case. Worked out that we would have been fine, but we did not know that at the time. Oh wow, they're playing. Okay, I thought they were playing around Settle for a second, and I was excited. I was so excited that I just couldn't hide it. Oh, they are playing around Settle. Can we take 3 damage? We can probably take 3 damage. We can certainly take 2 damage. We might be at Glimmer o'clock. 2's the most I really want to take. Opponent can't make up their mind. I don't really want to take 3. Then 2 burn spells just kill us. Yeah, they're doing the do-si-do. Just keep shuffling these cards that I'm supposed to be posting on eBay, but I'm too lazy. There you go. Just attack with those 2. I won't fog if you just attack with those 2. I love it. Everyone's struggling so hard. Mind games. Just go ahead and tell them. I told him I don't have saddle. It should make it easier for him. Turn him all sideways. Trust in Searsus. Searsus is an honest person. We're 3 minutes ahead of the clock for one attack step. Alright, I'll take 2 damage if you're not casting burn spells. Because I'd rather play Glimmer. And then have my Teferi for the following turn. I would have loved to have drawn it, by the way. That would have been hilarious to me. Sure, we'll put that in the graveyard. I like fog, man. It's fun. Crasher. Could have just upkeep cast this and press F6, but alright, so we're gonna have to find another fog here. Well, oh, that's definitely fogs. Fogs for days, nonetheless. So we're going to be untapping 2 lands. I think I'd rather cast draw a card than play search in this spot. Though that could be wrong. Search gives us value every turn, but like I'm looking for specific cards this turn. Could still dive to have main deck insult, which is something I've saw a few decks and few players experiment with, including myself. So like it wouldn't be something like totally off the wall. I don't think it's good enough in general, but like it would certainly be good here. And we also are at 7 life. They can just get 3 burn spells and kill us at this point. So we kind of need this to go kind of fast. Especially since I didn't play a land last turn. There's a good chance I just have 3 burn spells. Or at least 2. That helps a lot. Alright, well, we start with this. Hey, Shaolin, what is up? Thank you for the host. Appreciate it. And that's the kicker. That's pretty much every card that we were wanting. All rolled up into one nice little package. I guess we'll just start taking extra turns next turn. Could have tapped my mana slightly better and played this other Gift of Paradise as well, but when I get to this point in the game, I'm just wanting to press F6, so I like kind of don't do all the math. I think the red decks are still such a large percentage of the meta that you just can't go to that yet. Just want to press F6. If they have insult, they're going to cast it anyway. Double Nexus of Fate. Yes, I want to stop on my turn then. Gives us an extra chance to draw it. I like Magic right now. Why do we want rotation? Everything's great. You get to play fun and exciting decks like Fog, man. It's really good versus red black. It's really bad versus wizard red. He just happened to draw no burn spells. So we got pretty lucky if him not drawing any removal spells. Or, well, burn spells. So there's our kill condition, but we don't actually need it. We're probably going to throw a burn spell at this now just so that we can ultimate it. But ultimating it or not's pretty irrelevant at the point of the game where we're currently at. Hey, we got that back. Didn't we just put that on bottom? JK, I know we shuffled with the Nexus. I'm trying to be funny. Attempting humor. I think we're just going to cast more of these gifts this turn. We should have done this a turn or two ago. No, I have to tap a green. Ah, frustrating. Why would it not let us undo? Like the undo button just didn't work like a million times there. Should have played this technically before I used the Teferi. Like I said, when we get to this point in the game, I'm just trying to be fast. Like, I don't think we can lose, so I don't think it technically matters. Especially now they have no cards in their hand. Like, we just can't lose at this point. They could easily concede. Let's just go ahead and get this into play. This is the quickest way we have to actually close a game. I know we have a Nexus on top, so... La 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 la. You can see opponent. You will not get another turn. At this point, can't actually lose from here. Technically could scry first, but like I said, doesn't matter. Just trying to get the game over with. I think I have enough turns to already win, but I'm not even going to risk it. Just going to cast both of these Nexuses and then make sure the game's over. I'm confident that I don't actually have to cast these cards at this point, but there's like some percentage chance that maybe I had to cast one of them. Yeah, but I'm not playing nearly slow enough for the clock to ever matter. Like, maybe if he was playing a slower deck or something, that would matter, but there's just no way that I'm not going to be able to combo in 15 minutes. But that's okay. I mean, they don't have to concede. They're allowed to play all the Magic they want to play. Personally, find all of these cards pretty relevant here. I actually think the Cleansing Nova is at least useful. Cards that I think are a little bit too slow. I actually think Search for Azcanta is too slow in this match. Which a lot of people disagree with me and say that you have to have them, but like I just never have success with them when I try them. I feel like I'm going to try them though because they seem better than Glimmer. But this is a pretty bad match. A pretty bad match indeed. So this is the type of hand we need to win this match. Like, settles are kind of relevant. Settle into Lyra might be good enough. Wouldn't be nice. It'd be nice to draw one of our 7 fogs, though, in, like, say, the first 3 turns. That's kind of nice. It's almost like a fog. Boom. That's about a fourth. Boom. That's more than a fourth. Back to 12, going back to 9 at minimum, or sorry, at maximum. That's 7. That's 3. Alright, so we're at 3. This isn't good. I guess we have to hold up settle. Hopefully they attack with at least this one somehow, because we'd like to settle it and get it off the table before Lyra comes down. Oh wow. That's a 2-point burn spell though, which is kind of a problem. Two-point burn spell is very brutal here. Stupid green horse or mighty blue robot. Probably a mighty blue robot. That card's kind of interesting. So if I cast the Lyra, he bings it for 2, and it's a 3/3 first strike. We take 2 and go down to 1. Still want to play Lyra, I think. And just dodge 1 turn. This is my go, because if we draw a land, we can start gaining some of our life back. Obviously, about a million different things kill us right now. Any creature he has that has haste would kill us here. Any burn spell would kill us here. Well, I'll rephrase. If the creature is like an Earthshaker Kenra, it would not kill us because he can't play it and insult. We die to like any burn spell, any crasher. I guess we don't die to, yeah, we die to any burn spell or any crasher. Okay, it was a land. That's good to know. So we're not dead this turn, and we really want to hit our land now. Sure. Land? It is in fact a land. I hear this hand's pretty good here. We have a Settled Wreckage, we have a Negate, and we have a Fog. So we can beat all the things? We don't have a Negate to protect this thing? Too much life gain. One card in hand will just take the damage. Banefire's not enough to kill us, so we're not worried about that. Thought I sideboarded these Glimmers out. I only sideboard one out? That's not very bright of me. Guess we'll put that one on top. 3 life here, almost like a complete fog. Whoops, I done this in the wrong ordering again. Turns out it doesn't matter. I pressed F6, so technically, like I said, I should be playing that during the one phase. I think our opponent's conceding. Nope. They're not conceding. Okay, never mind. They are conceding. Alright, well, we won a hard match. Mighty Blue Robots. I just went to screw up my opponent, played Green Desert, and didn't use it for +3/+3 lethal damage. Well, that's always fun, quality magic. I don't have a whole lot left to do tonight after I stream. Gamesmanship? I don't know what that was from, Mike. Sorry, I missed it. I'm just now seeing this message, and I don't know why. I guess I'm blind. I am so sleepy that it's ridiculous. Oh, we lost the dice roll yet again. I think this hand's a keep. It's a little on the slow side, but I think it's good enough versus enough hands. Swamp into Beaumont Courier. That is not something you see very often. Uh-oh, they have a fast draw. This could be a problem. Yep, could be a real problem. And we concede on this note. I guess we'll play a little longer. Take a big hit this turn. We can fog next turn, but I'm pretty sure we're dead. Yeah, we didn't draw a land, so... Well, we have 2 fogs now. So if we hit land, I guess we might be good enough. Land into untapped land, and maybe this settle can get us there. As long as they don't play Chandra. They play Chandra, we're on no outs. If we don't hit land, we're on no outs. Second land has to be untapped. Oh, we're on no outs anyway. They had double cut ribbon in their hand, and they had the Chandra. All right. So that's no outs. Yeah, it sucks to lose a fairly easy game 1. I'd like to bring in a couple of these, but not all of them. Can remove that. Can remove that. I'm gonna shave on the glimmers. I've always been bringing the Manglehorns in these matches now. Like, even if they don't have Sorcerer Spyglass, they're pretty relevant cards. And the games that they do have Sorcerer Spyglass are insane. This hand's obviously not good, but I don't think you can mulligan a turn 2 search. Yep, this is Eric Froelich's build. He's on 7 fogs, but he also has 2 settled wreckage main deck, so he's kind of on 9 fogs. One could argue the man's on 9 fogs. Oh, that was a play mistake. I should have cast Charter Course first. Ends up not mattering, but it was still a mistake. Definitely want a white mana here, but there's not a plains in our deck, is there? Is there a plains in our deck? Nope, no plains. 4 and 4 is all we have. I'm just gonna fog this. This is closer to flipping Search for Azcanta. Because of Chandra and Doomfall and stuff, I wanted this negate open, or we could have used Field of Ruin to guarantee the search flip. Nice, that was a good hit. We're down to 2 cards. Insult would kill us, so we have to negate it. Well, we lose our Teferi this way, but we don't lose our life. We'll just take 11. Well, I mean, he's going to kill the fairy, so we probably go down to 10. Good thing we had this negate. Think we have to put this in our graveyard because we don't have the mana. What do we want to discard here? I think I'm going to discard the Manglehorn. No. Yeah, I think I'm going to discard the Manglehorn. Maybe I should have kept the Manglehorn because of the Beaumont, though. It just snap insulted me for 2 damage. Let's see. If we spend 3 here and put this here, and spend these 3 on this, we'd have enough to fog, but we wouldn't have enough to settle. So I think it's better if we just use this now. There's a chart, of course. So how much damage is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the Glimmer doesn't do anything, so we have to take the chart, of course. Alright, well. This is bad. Have 1 chance to hit 1 of 5 cards, or we lose. Might lose even if we hit it. Alright, well, wish us luck. Hey, we hit it. More Magic to be played. Did I have enough mana to use Azcanta twice? And untap 2? And cast this? Maybe I didn't do the math right. So 3 for Azcanta. And yeah, I guess we had enough mana for all that, I guess. You're right. I'm just not very bright. Oh, that was a good draw. So 1, 2. That's more important for future turns. Not played a land this turn, have I? You want to play this one? Nah. By the way, hello Lars, how are you doing? So I can let this part resolve. Tired but fine. Hear that, my friend. I guess I just want to press F6. Take another one of those then. They scooped. I can't tap mana. They scooped. I can't tap mana anymore. Wow, we beat the insult draw. Felt like we ran pretty hot there. Kind of want to bring the gift back in onto play, or onto draw. Maybe I don't need these mango horns. They have insult and injury, so they probably don't also have spyglass. Still kills something and blocks though, so it can't be that bad, right? Yeah, this hand's not terrible. Oh wow, wait, sorry. Every one of our lands come into play tapped. This hand's significantly worse than I thought it was, but I think it's still a keep versus their mulligan. Because we can scribe this, which helps a little. Or we can just play this, and then most of our lands come into play untapped. So if we play this on turn 1, all of these lands come into play untapped. I think I'm going to kill this. Stopping 3 damage a turn for the game feels more important than like looting or something on a turn. I could be wrong. Still feel like maybe I should have played Search there because like this is so much worse versus Doomfall. And so much worse versus Duress. Yeah, I should have just cast Search that turn. That was a pretty significant misplay, I think. Well, can't beat insult. Wonder if it's better just to take the damage there. Uh, I don't like what I did that turn either. Teferi seems strong. So I'm gonna untap these, which means so I have enough mana to do this and this both. Yeah, I have enough mana to do both of these, but I don't have enough mana to double of the other. Could be dead. Guess I just want Nexus of Fates from here. Since we're losing this. We have enough mana to where we can like spin the Azcanta and Nexus for a few turns. Oh no, we don't. I forgot we're not untapping mana anymore. I'm just stupid. How do people let me play Magic? I'll waste one. Just because if we hit a land, we can actually do the other. I don't think this is how I'm supposed to be playing this. Just getting extra draw steps feels relevant, though. I'll do this one this time. Exopollen seems okay. I was kind of looking for something that wasn't just another Wrath that time. Or sorry, another Time Walk. Rip. Can't talk to hear my... Or too dumb to even talk. No, it can't beat insult. I don't like how I played this game, but I feel like we're just going to get lucky and win anyway. Hey. Insult's a sorcery, so I don't know why he's attacking. Might not have saw the fog. Nexus of Fate or Settle to Wreckage? Is it bad that I just want a Nexus of Fate here? It feels like this isn't the right play. Settle to Wreckage just loses though if they have if they draw a discard spell. Keep doing this main phase because I think hitting Teferi is just so good. Now that I've hit Teferi, I don't know if I even want to play it. No murder boat, please. We can beat insult and injury now, right? No, we can't because he's got 6 mana. JK can't beat it. Is he just attacking with those? Confused. Lose 1 life like this? I don't know why I blocked. I changed my mind afterwards. I mean, I know why I did it, I just changed my mind. No, we do not want to put that in our graveyard. We do not want to flip that. Hey, it doesn't even matter if you know how to play this deck. You can win with it. Alright, well, they're scooping. 25 life, too much. Insult and injury still beat 25 life, but I mean, we get multiple more settle activations. Or search activations. Yeah, 4 glints, pretty strong. I think the last build I played on stream had 2, and I just was not drawing them, and I was not happy. For a night that I'm tired, like very tired, and don't have a lot of time, I certainly picked a slow deck. Hey, we're versus Murph. Hey Murph, what's up, my friend? You're 3-1, getting ready to play for a decent prize. What does this do? Are we supposed to do this? Versus all Murphs? Is that what you do versus a Murph? Because you know you can't trust him. JK, I don't actually care. He can ghost if he wants. Well, we know he has 4 glint sleeve siphoners, so that's nice to know. Nothing in our sideboard to bring in versus them, though. I think everybody can see the screen again. This hand's pretty bad, but I actually think it's good enough versus Esper. Just developing our mana is probably good enough versus Esper. Rude. The Matty folks host no respect. What? Who doesn't respect the ability for us to have the Supreme Will that he knows is in our deck? Yep, trying it again. This is only the third time we've played it, day 3. So you can guarantee that he had a counterspell there. I'm just going to Nexus of Fate at the end of their turn. The Nexus of Fate resolves, and they're going to have multiple counterspells. If they have multiple, they have them. We'll just repeat the play next turn. I don't think we can just jam Teferi into 6 cards Esper, though. This deck's fun. Rip Gear Hulk. Doing pretty good, Scooter. How are you? Getting crushed by Murph. That's a bad feeling, but you know, doing pretty good. Alright, well, we'll pass one more time down this train. If we hit a just on land, we can play double Teferi next turn anyway. Not that I even think double Teferi is particularly good in this spot. Like, I don't think this game is winnable unless his hand's like stone no counter spells or something wild. Oh, did you have fun? How'd you do? What'd you end up playing? 3? Syncopate, I guess? Cuneo a winning in though, that's pretty nice. Better than I've ever did. Ah, I suck, but that's not the point. This doesn't feel like a game I'm about to win. I think he played Esper in LA, didn't he? I can't imagine that they have no counterspells in this spot, but if they absolutely have no counterspells, there is a world where we can Teferi and win. But they would also have to have no Vraska's Contempt. Their hand would literally have to be like 2 cast downs, 3 fatal pushes, and 4 lands or something. Who wants to guess if that's likely to happen? Boom, boom, boom. The Searsist is dead. Alright, well, we know we don't want these. We know we do want these. We know we do want this. Why you scoop? I was having fun. We can get rid of the Karn. I don't know what the last card to take out is. Oh, screw these settled wreckages. Was I really about to leave settled wreckage in my deck here? I'd rather just have the gift and the settle, wouldn't I? Yeah, I'd rather have gift than settle. Hey, James, long time, man. Not saw you in a while. Murph's playing the full 4 glint sleeve sipheners in the main deck. Or in the sideboard, but I still don't think that we can leave settled wreckages in versus just that. I think we just have to do our thing and hope it's better. To like resolve a Nexus of Fate at the end of his turn, and then like resolve Nezahal on our turn or something like that. A long time since James has been around. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Cotter and all that. We will play. This hand is not good. I think I'm going to keep it anyway. Because I don't mulligan very well. Cheating on me with life. Man, I need a life. Turn 1 Swamp's a bad sign. That means we're probably going to get duressed and we only have one really relevant spell in our hand. Not a good sign. Dress into glint. That's game. Very likely anyway. Guess we'll keep that. Goodbye, Glint Sieve Siphoner? Or Gifted Paradise / question mark? Yeah, sure. Hit me up. I'll check it out. I don't have time to play another league tonight. I barely have time to finish this one, but we'll check it out for sure. I feel like this game's already a lost. Maybe we'll draw an untapped land and like be able to baral into a glimmer or something. Though I expect the baral just gets counterspelled. Want an untapped land really badly here. Hopefully it's a removal spell, that way we can resolve the glimmer. As I said, I expect... Oh, wow. The baral is actually going to resolve. You get to draw 3 cards, though, with that glimmer. Still feel like we're just dead. Second glint. Uh-oh. Didn't expect Sorcerer's Spyglass from them. I don't think we have an out for it in our deck. We still have Nezahal, though. Maybe Nezahal's enough. Fun draw. This was not in our hand before the Glimmer. I don't think Nezahul's enough from here, even if we do hit it. Hey, if there's like 19 Nexus of Fate on top of our deck, we win. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, one of these two be an untapped land, please. Neither of them were an untapped land. Uh-oh. Wrecked. Oh, that is a kind of cool deck. Why does it say sandy? Oh, because of all the deserts. Sure. I was looking for sandworm convergence and I didn't see it. There's nothing we can do about that. So we need another untapped land. It's a tapped land. I think the Nexus of Fate does not resolve if we cast it, so... we're just gonna let him draw a million cards. Needed a land, that way we could cast a Jace's Defeat. Can't imagine any way to win this game now. We have no way to answer the Sorcerer's Spyglass, and Nezahul's not enough at this point. The Teferi at least flips. They have 2 counter spells. The game's over on the spot. Never did hit that other land we needed to resolve these things. No, I don't think it does it because we don't have enough mana to ever go infinite with it. See what I mean? We just don't have enough mana. Pretty sure we have 0 cards, but we'll look at our deck anyway. Yeah, but we didn't have... oh, I guess we could have went for it. The ultimate would have won, but... no, it's -6. We could have went for it, but he's going to have some counterspell, right? But I guess just going for it's better than not going for it. Because we kind of just like threw the game away not going for it. Well, I'll rephrase. Didn't throw the game away, but we lost anyway. Yeah, but there's no reason for him to counter Nexus. Nexus doesn't do anything. Oh my god. We don't even get to see if he has a counterspell because I forgot to play things in my second main phase. GG, Smurf. Move on to our last round. Should have at least went for it. No, I don't want to ask him that. It was correct just to go for it, though. Like, we know we made a play mistake. The result of what would have happened is irrelevant. I made the mistake either way. My stomach is killing me. Um, throw a land away. It could have if he didn't have a counter spell. That's what we're talking about. The mistake I made. Like, I should have at least went for it, even if the likelihood was like -0. Like, I expected there was literally 0 chance that it resolved, but not going for it was still a play mistake. Still a large play mistake not to at least try. Needed to hit those lands on the last couple of turns so we could have held up our 2 Jace's defeat. But we never did get those lands, so. So hopefully they don't have contempts, but we do have a backup to Fairy, so it's kind of okay. Well, Murph does know our deck list, so he knows we don't have the Fumigate. I do have sweepers in my 75, but they're not Fumigates, so. And there's none in the. I didn't sideboard one in or anything. That was a play mistake. I should have actually used Field of Rune. I'm so bad. I guess now it doesn't matter if I used it. Goodbye, graveyard, I guess. There's nothing in our graveyard we need. We've already flipped search, so. Seeing if we hit a Gift of Paradise. We'll take the Carns. We know we get the next turn open too. They might concede. I don't know. They probably won't concede. They have like a million things going on over there. I don't think I'll put that in our graveyard. Random thing to their hand, I guess. I don't know why I actually kept this Glimmer. I kept it because I want more land drops, but I'm going to play it for the same reason. Like, I want land drops. Could have done this better and cast the Charter Course as well. Kind of on autopilot now. When I get to this stage of these games, I typically always just go on autopilot. I don't think they're losable here. But maybe they are. Maybe I go on autopilot a little too early on these and just like start clicking buttons just to get the turns over with. I'm so afraid of timing out though. Should have kept a Gift of Paradise probably. Sure, I'll put that in the graveyard. Bonus pausing here. Oh, I should have took the Teferi. I'm so... Oh, no. Never mind, I don't want the Teferi. It's the wrong turn for the Teferi. I definitely was not expecting you to bring in your Spyglass, so I brought in no cards against you. Or I brought in no cards that could kill it. I didn't have a Teferi till you cast it out, or I hit the Teferi from the Glimmer that turn. It was kind of a slap in the face. Have to find Karn so we can get this game over with quickly, since we already binned our Nissa. Well, obviously you would have named Teferi regardless. I was just saying like I had no dead cards and then all of a sudden dead cards. Could have got another Search for Azcanta activation here. But I'm just wanting to exile his permanents at the moment. Oh wow, I forgot to do my thing. Whoops. No, we will keep that. Is it bad that I just want to say yes to this now so I can get rid of it? Oh, do I gotta pay one more? I like how I've not been attacking. Does anybody notice that I've just not bothered to attack lately? I've just not been counting. Well, game 2 and 3 is going to be a lot harder than game 1. Game 1 of these matches are generally pretty routine. It feels like it's almost hard to lose them. Want the sweeper. I'm going to bring in the Manglehorns just in case. I'm going to bring in a couple of negates just in case. We're going to dump this one. We're going to dump the Supreme Will. One gift. A couple of glimmers. This thing. And I don't know about the last card. Maybe I can just cut one of you. Roll with it. Rain of biddies. Those 11 biddies from the Dong Diddy. Dong Diggity. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Dong Diddy. I'm weird. They're going to have a million counter spells. I'm going to keep a turn 2 search. And by a million counter spells, I mean discard spells. They're going to have a million discard spells. So everything we're going to need to draw is probably going to have to be from the top regardless. It's a rough one. It's beatable, though. Like, cleansing Nova into Lyra can technically beat it, even though it's unlikely. But I'll take the fairy. Guess I don't want to put that in my graveyard. Because there's some chance that we can just Nexus of Fate kill them. And we may just have to cast it and hope they don't have a Doomfall and stuff. They still have 4 cards in their hand? This isn't good for us. That means they probably have a Contempt. Guess I'm not putting that in our graveyard. I feel like they're just going to overextend when they can. I don't want to take any damage. Anything but a land pretty much goes to the graveyard here. They might not have it. If they don't have it, we'll probably win. If they do have it, they can't cast like a Liliana's Mastery or something this turn, and it gives us our later to fairies potentially better. They just don't have it. When gambling pays off. I'm not going to put that in our graveyard because we're 1 mana away from just winning the game with these Nexus of Fates. Rip. That was actually good for us. Did we leave Nis in? Yeah, we left Nis in. Hmm. I think I'm fine with this for a turn. Like, taking 9 doesn't feel that big of a deal to me. Want 2 turns with all of our mana instead of 1. Whoops, that was a play mistake. Another contempt. That's not fun. Guess I, because of discard spells, don't want to search um, until they're in step. It resolves. Do we have enough mana for that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have enough mana. We brick one turn, we're dead though. We'll complete brick, I'll rephrase. That's not a brick. I'll take you just for insurance. It's looking pretty good, Murph, but I think it's too early to call it. I think we're both about to 4-1. Because I think you got a 4-1 when you beat me, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So if I play this for 3, we're still good. Might as well 0 it since we're scrying stuff away anyway. We might get a land. That's not a land. So Murph denied my 5-0 Vins, what everybody's saying. Rude, Murph. So I guess we take this up first. I think this is probably the proper orders. Since we need another Nexus, I think we actually Nissa this time. We don't need anything but Time Walk effects, so I'm pretty sure we just Nissa. Well, we don't Nissa now. We'll take the Gift of Paradise. Looking for something pretty specific here, so I'm gonna do this same play where I like Nissa second. Because all I want is one specific card right now. We got there. Not 100% sure that we won't brick off, but I guess we have 2. We could have. I also think the game's over. I'm 100% sure we're not going to brick off. I don't know why I said I'm not 100% sure. Like I am certain That was probably a waste of time even. Oh. My bad. I didn't realize that we didn't have a thing on the stack there. Didn't realize we didn't have a thing on the stack. Like I said, just trying to speed through the turns now. I guess I should just F6 to this. So whatever, I don't care about any of this stuff. Why is our opponent not conceding? Does he value his time that lightly? Why do you take that much off of that? Alright, whatever. Oh, fair enough. Alright, well, we know we've got another time walk on the stack, so this time walk lets us ultimate twice. As long as we don't mess up and we actually take the time to attack, we win. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to time me out or something. But alas, we took about 1,000 extra functions and it didn't matter. So, yeah, the deck felt pretty good. I probably sideboarded pretty poorly versus Esper, and I know I drew slightly poorly, but it's part of Moto. Not that big of a deal. But the deck felt pretty good. I definitely like Eric's build. I have to learn to sideboard it a little bit better. I like everything about it. Well, I don't know if I like the Karn. I might just prefer 2 Nisses, but maybe I like the Karn more. Gives you a little bit, like, it's okay. Like, it's got a massive amount of loyalty. Sometimes just slamming it on 4 when you're on the play is, like, probably enough. But overall, I just really like this build of the deck. I like what he did by like cutting a fog and adding 2 settles. Esper player was just a beast. Fair enough. Fair enough. If Esper is going to be super popular and we have to worry about it, we probably just need to put the Carnage Tyrants back in the sideboard and accept our buy. What subscription do I currently have? I do not have a subscription. I like Manglehorn because I think Manglehorn's better versus Storm. Rexage is better like versus Blue-White and stuff because they could potentially have cast outs or Ixalan's bindings and stuff. So it's what you expect to get paired more of. And I just typically play versus Storm more than the Blue-White decks or like the enchantment-based decks. And Manglehorn can also kill the same artifacts that the Rexage would. But like while being a ton better versus Storm. But basically, they're not the same card. Being able to kill enchantments is very, very relevant. Because the Rexage can kill Search for Azcanthus, Bloodfast, Ixalan's Bindings, Cast Outs, like those type of cards. And like a lot of those cards are popular. Like Blue-Black Midrange did very well at the Grand Prix this weekend. So like having answers to Bloodfast and stuff would be better maybe. But yeah, Storm is into the Thopterus decks. Like, Manglehorn's just a lot better versus them, and I get paired versus them a pretty significant portion of the time. So, that's the main reason. This is also not my build of the deck. This is Eric Froehlich's build of the deck. The one that he just top 8'd the Grand Prix with. No, I don't own this, Rudolph. I won a giveaway, and I have 3 Mana Traders for a year. But, like, I don't have a subscription. So, come December or January or something like that, I'm going to have to start buying cards again, and that's not going to be fun. But anyway, let's see who we can host, because we definitely have to hop offline. We have just a buttload of work to do, and it's already 3 a.m. Like, I'm extremely sleepy. Doesn't look like any... Oh, here's somebody playing mono red, mono red, mono red, it says. Red, red, mono red. Probably not Matthew. I'm not big enough, but that would be kind of sweet. Definitely love their service, like, and the customer support anytime I have had, like, a small issue or something has been exceptionally good. Like, I've had nothing but positive experiences with them. But like, I'm a tiny little streamer. I don't even average 20. For anybody who cares though, in about 10 minutes there'll be on my YouTube channel, which is a link down below, a video going up of Red Black Aggro and also an MTG Arena video of Mono Red Wizards. So an MTG Magic Online Red Black Aggro, and then a Magic Arena Mono Red Wizards in about 10 minutes. But anyway, take care everybody, and thank you guys for coming out. Yeah, waiting 6 to 7 days for new sets kind of like blows, but I mean, they can't have the cards overnight because you got to keep in mind that at the beginning it's the pre-release time, and like they can't buy packs. They can't buy, they can't go to the store and buy a bunch of packs to fill out their store. They have to either wait for them to pop up on other bots and buy them, or they just can't get them. And like buying them from other bots probably would just lose them tons and tons of money. I feel like my followers aren't really fair. Like, I have the 2,000 followers, but like most of my followers came from a while back when they made you have a subscription to log on to mobile to watch, and like people were just opening bot accounts and crap like that. Because like during that time I ballooned up like 1,200 followers or something like that, and I've never saw these people. And Sambal was getting like 400 or 500 a day too, when he was only averaging like, 250 viewers. and like this went on for a while. So like I don't believe those followers are correct. Like the most without a real host, the most people I think I've ever had watch me is like 80ish at a time, and that just happened to be after a set rotation when nobody else was streaming. But like, you know, I'm normally under 20. I like Thundermo. I like Thundermo a lot. I used to watch Thundermo a lot. Thought he was good people, enjoyed his chat or whatever, but I just don't like MTG Arena. So like I've not been watching him lately. MTG Arena, I like the program itself, but it is so casual that it doesn't really feel like Magic to me. It feels like playing on a kitchen table. Like even when I play the events, and like I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's fun for people who enjoy it. And you know, Magic is a wide thing, and you know it's built for all different types of people who enjoy all different types of things. But I just like the competitive side. I like being able to like win money or lose money. Like that little bit of a thrill makes me enjoy the game a little bit more. I have no idea what you're talking about, the bot account sub thing. But no, I like Thundermo as a person. I just really wish he streamed more Magic online. And that's not me. That's not me like saying anything negative versus him. I'm just like I don't watch New Mod either because I don't like Limited. That's not saying New Mod is a bad streamer. It's just saying it's not what I enjoy. You know. So like different strokes for different folks. I'm not trying to say anything negative about the man. The man's good at what he does. Just not for me. Maybe I'm salty because I tried to stream MTG Arena and failed at it miserably because I'm like kind of bad. I miss Sandball. Sandball was great. I had a completely different sleep schedule just because of Sandball. And just stay up and watch him at all hours. He was good folk. Missed the guy. But yeah, I mean, like I can understand if you're not into that stuff, you don't want to listen to it. Z Magic's great. Love watching Z Magic. I'm just a stream junkie, man. Now Stramball doesn't stream anymore. I think real life got in the way. Like he's I think his business and stuff required, and he helps take care of his parents, I believe. I think a lot of that just took a lot of his free time, and that like even though streaming was fun with his limited amount of time, I don't think it was worth it for him anymore. I think he might have even joined a softball league or something, but I'm not sure. Ingenuine. I don't know what that means, so I can't comment on that. That word's got too many syllables for me to understand. I legitimately don't know what that means. But anyway, like I said, I've rambled enough, and I literally have to go do work. So take care, everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And remember, in about 10-ish minutes after the stream actually goes down, I'll be posting YouTube videos. If you care, there's a link below the stream. But yeah, everybody you guys have just mentioned, like Sambal, Thundermo, or even like I mentioned, Newmont, somebody mentioned Z-Magic. I've got nothing but tremendous respect for all of those guys. They're just not 100%. Like I don't think I'm 100% of several of their target markets. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. Goodbye. Okay, apparently I won't stop rambling because I don't know what I did wrong. Boom.